Alright, welcome back. After a while of explaining how the form works um, in a loose way, we're going to actually start looking at things. And the first topic, let's start at the top. Platoons of tier 10 players with sub 50%, and I think this one has been out for a while. Yeah, since the 28th of December. I think I remember this one. And let's see what this is about. Holy Robin Crap Batman. First 4 matches today and old tier 10s. And what the heck is going on? They are driving like 5-year-olds in tier 1, match after match, so I just had to start looking at these guys' stats. Regardless of what you guys say, stats are very telling of a player. And right here is something that can, well, this whole sentence is something that can start a giant flame war in the comments down here in this section. And what happens is you say something a little controversial and everybody gets pissed and they start throwing comments back and forth and discussing it, and sometimes you get a really good thread where everyone's sort of just debating about it and not really arguing, but that's very, very rare. It's like the 99.9% of these just cause a massive flame war. And first platoon I looked up, average of 45% win percentage, the top member at 49%, and the logo at 40%. I didn't think it was possible. Second platoon, probably 40%, probably a 43% on and on. And this is also where you can kind of start a flame war. Is assumptions is probably a 43%. That's abnormal. Believe it or not, that is kind of low, but yet average. And what I mean by that is, yes, percentage-wise, that is abnormally low. But the average player of World of Tanks Xbox 360 Edition, I can't talk, is probably somewhere around 43%. However, you will not come across very many of these players because they don't go on the forums. You'll encounter a lot, and I mean a lot of purple people, as we call them, unicum players or super unicums, or very good players, or just good players, not really the really bad players or abnormally low level players, and even if they're abnormally low, below average, I should just say, they still know what they're talking about, and they still have a good sense of mind, which is very good. It's just maybe World of Tanks just isn't their game, and you don't hate on those people, because that's just wrong. I mean, like, you're gonna hate on them just because they have a bad win rate, and yet they know what they're talking about more than you do. And continuing on, so how in the world do these guys get their tier 10? Keep in mind, platoons consisted of Waffles and Jackaroos. I think he means Jaegeroos, which is the Jagdpanzer E100, and or the Waffle, the Waffentrager Alf E100. The auto-loading clip, which is OP. So these guys have the tools to do real well. So they either hide or go hide off, or go hide. Oh my god, I can't read. So they either hide or go to the side of the map that doesn't suit their tank strengths, meaning that they aren't playing the tanks to their strengths, like you said. These are adults, not kids. So adults can blame the little ones all they want, but they are the problem. The rush to tier 10 and failing to learn tanking lessons taught by lower tier tanks. When you're red tank, I thank you for spending money on the game and free XP you're giving me. When you're green, I curse you for stupid tactics and general lack of skill. If you're one of these guys, drop out party chat and listen to the other guys on the team. You may actually learn something. And that was kind of confusing, but rants can be that way, and this seems to be one of them. And this used to be Dr. Doom, and he's a former. And you can see he is a major. He is a player. Yep, he's a player. And you don't really need to don't like characterize people, stereotype people just because of their group. I'm just saying, like, you can tell the type of what group they're in by the color of their tag, and their ranks as well. Not really the ranks, but the ranks can come in handy so you know that they're talking about something or they're new here. And this is the number of forums posted in, or topics posts he's posted in, or whatever. And he says, birds of a feather flock together, and yep, this is why am I not surprised, says Rice Drizzle 88. And player TD, it's because of those potatoes you have a good win rate. Just remember that, and that is true. Love this signature, courtesy of Roni. And we'll take a look at his thread next, as well as another that I have in mind. Two more, actually. Not when I am on their team. It isn't. King of horrible teams tonight. I suck, doing 6k damage at tier 10 for a loss. And everything else. Yep, nothing new, move along. Yep, okay. Let's go back, scroll back up, and go back to general discussion. And let me go and find the first thread that I wanted to sort of spotlight. And here I'm going to use a search function, and we're going to look up Gats School of Purple. Oops. There we go. And there it is. General discussion, grab Yo Gats Foo. Last post by Realist for You. And this topic is really helpful because if you're new to the game, you can... here, let me just read it out. I'm starting this to help others get better at the game and achieve their goal of becoming purple, meaning Unicum or in the top 99%. Or I should say in the top 1% of the people that are really, really, really good at the game. Am I qualified to teach? No, but I can help others. If you want to platoon up and learn a thing or two, then message me on Xbox Live. Since there is more than one teacher, then message whoever you want to learn from. If you want to teach, then let me know and I'll add you to the list, but you must be purple, meaning Unicum, or in the top 1% of the best players. And teachers, Grab Yo Gats Food, the creator of the thread, teaches medium/heavies, Daffy Duck, and or Ice Sev, both teach every class. Archangel, TDs, heavies, mediums, and Artie. No light tanks here for Archangel. Arm My Tanker 6944, Tank Destroyer medium. TVDL 2000, Tank Destroyer. Ambitions, TDs, and heavies. Mobius Y. This guy is funny. Well, this person is funny because, well, I don't know. It's just really funny. But he says he blows himself up, explodes, etc. And RNGesus, heavies, mediums, and the rest. Player TD, everything but lights. Lord Killer DNA, lights, and Artie. Special ed teachers, maps, game mechanics, and etc. Joe the Frogman, and he was in one of my streams, and or Lord Killer DNA, and I played with him. And they're really good guys. And Casino says, tough test without rooms, brother. But that's the comment section isn't really wanted to highlight. I wanted to highlight this because this is a really helpful thread, and I'm surprised one of the Wargaming community specialists didn't pin this thread like the World of Tanks Xbox One thread, which would have been really nice. But since that is done, I'm gonna look up another one. It might take me a while. I might have to cut the video here and like skip forward a little bit. Oh wait, let me I think I got it. Alright, WN8. This is why I was really looking for. Let me go to Portal. Oops, I'm messing about here and I'm not doing everything right. Anything right, I mean. Alright, let's go to General Discussion and search WN8. And, let's take a look here. We're just looking around. Alright, this one right here. This is by Vampiri. He is a player or a super tester, and he's posted quite a bit. He's a forumer as well. And the topic asks for your WN8, read the op first, and the op is this general, just giant thing right here. And it says, in this case, you cannot use a computer. Ask your WN8, which is a stat used to determine player skill. It's probably one of the best ways to determine player skill, and it's not normally on the website. Ask for your WN8 here, and me or anyone else that feels like it and reads your request will fulfill it. Have patience, I am not 24/7 online. My TMZ is GMT +2, Eastern Time +7, Pacific Time +10. What is WN8? WN8 seeks to measure the measurable contribution to matches across an account. Hopefully infers some information about the skill. Skill cannot be measured like a statistic, i.e. a simple number, so it takes a math type to calculate it. It would be properly named metric or delta value, which is something I have no idea what it is. And WN8 should not be considered the be-all, end-all of skill evaluation, as intended to be looked at next to win rate, battle count, average tier, and will never replace the inspection of a service record or platooning with someone or watching the replays. Because because WN8 cannot capture things like timing, target priority, teamwork, and decision making in battle. To fill the math types used to calculate WN8, here is a link, and you can click on that. And he says, how do I find mine? Here is the install, because I really want to keep this video short. And down here, and he finally got it to work on Android devices, which is good. And here he explains what Unicum is, which is purple people, like in the Grab Your Gats thread. And the word comes from the Latin unicum, or the neuter nominative singular form of unicus, or unique. Color reference. This is what you'll see. See like comparing stats in like XVM on PC. If you watched any Quickie Baby or Circumflex's replays, you'll see the different colors on people's names, and this is the scale of what it is. And win rate under 46% is a beginner, which is and a 0% percentile. 46%, 300 to 49 basic. 47 is below average. 48 to 49% average. I should be looking at WN8 rating, not the win rate. So under 300 beginner, 300 to 449 basic, 450 to 649 below average, 650 to 899 average, and so forth. The ones that not really the ones you should always look for are, most people that are in this forum are going to be in this from good. There may be a few people here, but most of them are in this on these top 4. And yeah. So here is I won't exploit anyone's stats just because of privacy and whatnot, but this is another good thread if you want to go check out what your WN8 is. And I in fact have the little ninja kit to look And yeah, that's about it for this video. And we're gonna come to a close now because it's been quite a while. I've been sitting here for almost a half an hour recording, just me messing around on this website. And again, if you want to check out this website, go to WT360e.com, and it'll bring it up. And here you are, and then you can go to Game Info, as Tankopedia, info on tanks, media, player stats, forums, store, and get it now. And forums and events, information, all sorts of good stuff. Just click on this forum, and there will be a link to both the main website, the World of Tanks Xbox 360 Edition portal, and the World of Tanks Xbox forum in the description. So I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever it may be, and hopefully you have a good time going around on the forums, meeting new people, having a good laugh, a good discussion, and asking some questions that need to be answered, and hopefully doing it right. And I'll see you in the next video.